Hey guys, so this is my third bikini update. I am now 7 weeks into my cutting and I am 7 weeks out. So total of 14 weeks, halfway through, and I just wanted to give you guys an update on my weight loss and how things are going. I'm feeling pretty good about it. There has been some plateaus, especially recently, like over the past couple of weeks. Let me look and I'll show you this too. I've been about 120 pounds, so no weight loss really. But overall, over the past 7 weeks, it's been a half a pound a week, which is my goal. So as long as I'm averaging a half a pound a week weight loss, I feel really good about it because that was my goal. And so some weeks it's been losing a pound, some no weight, some a half a pound, and so forth. And then I've been kind of tracking my calories too, even though the macros are what I'm really following. The calories will fluctuate even if the macros are the same. And like I've said before, I'm doing a half a gram of fat per pound of body weight, 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, and then since my bulk, I just kind of gradually reduced my carbs, and I'm reducing my carbs 10 grams every Sunday. I'm currently, today is Sunday the 24th of August, and I'm at 250 carbs, which I feel like it's pretty high, but I think my metabolism had a nice boost during my bulk, and now it may be slowly reducing as far as my weight loss and stuff that I'm seeing. Every once in a while I'll go on ifitfitsyourmacros.com or iifym.com, and I'll plug in my numbers for the TDEE. I forget what it stands for. I'll put it right here. But that was, it gives you your caloric intake for what you need for your goals. And what it has for me is 2,090 calories. Whoops. And I averaged 2,072 calories last week. So I'm barely just below my TDEE, which is good, but I've been above it, like my whole bulk pretty much, but I was still losing weight, so it's not exact. You have to just kind of use those calculators as a base, but they can't take into account all the factors that they need to, with metabolism and just how your body works. Everybody's body works differently, and there's so many factors involved that you just kind of have to play with the numbers. I'm doing most of my cutting through my carbs. I have a little bit of cardio once a week for about 20 minutes. I think I did 15 minutes last time actually. So not a lot of cardio at all. Honestly, I don't have time for it. I feel like my other physique goals take priority, like having 3 leg days a week, and then I have 3, I've told you the breakdown before, so I won't repeat myself. And also all of this is going to be on my Tumblr account, carissaforhealth.tumblr.com. If you don't feel like watching these videos and you just want to see the hardcore, words written down and measurements. I take measurements every once in a while, but at this point, the weight is sufficient, and I'm seeing my waistline go down, but I'm also seeing my glutes go down a little bit too, which is like, oh well. Because that's like my hardest part. I have never had large glutes. They kind of grow, but as soon as I start shrinking, they shrink along with it, unfortunately. But so that's where I'm at. I'm feeling excited. I haven't necessarily registered for it yet, but I have my bikini. So you saw a picture of that the last video that I posted on a day of eating. And I am going to try and clean up my eating a little bit more. I like to do more like natural type foods like veggies, fruits, chicken, stuff like that. Maybe some beans here and there, but they are higher in carbs, so we'll see how that fits into my macros. I do enjoy ice cream here and there, so I'll be having that, but hopefully less like packaged type stuff. I just feel like your body processes it differently, and I feel healthier and cleaner and leaner when I eat those healthier, quote-unquote, healthier foods. So if a macro is a macro, that's great, but it's about how you feel too. And also, it is about health for me. That's why my Instagram is Carissa for Health. it's not just about how you look. You can look healthy and not be healthy. So I'm trying to stick to the healthier side of things while still enjoying, my life and all of that. I'm trying to, prioritize family and being social and, participating in all of those events. And I also the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I want to point out that competing is not my life. Working out is not my life. Macros, they're not my life. There are so many more important things in life besides how you look. This is really a hobby for me, an escape for me, like outside of, being a mom and an employee and a wife, and life can be hectic and taxing, and you can kind of get overwhelmed and caught up in the daily routine. And so I have an hour a day, 6 times a week, where I get to kind of, have a psychological break from all of that. And there's so many, not just health benefits to working out, but psychological benefits to working out. And I just hope that, especially teenagers that may be watching this, understand that there's so much more to life. And life can be so much more fulfilling when you focus on those other things too, and enjoying the other aspects of life besides just how you look, and yeah, I guess that's it for now. And then I'll just keep you updated and enjoy this little clip of posing practice that I have for you here at the end. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. I basically explained everything, but this is just how I log it. And that'll show you like my weekly average on the top, how much weight I've lost that week in parentheses, and when I started using my home scale so that the weight is a little bit more accurate. And bold, you'll see the changes in my macros. I do have my period on there because you do retain a little bit more water that time of the month, and that's where I keep what my macros were for each day, my weight, and all that good stuff that I'll have on my Tumblr account. Okay, posing practice time. This is my first time doing it in a gym, so I wasn't quite ready to throw on the bikini. You might hear my husband trying to coach me here and there. He's telling me not to bend too far forward because it starts to look a little provocative. I think so. But I'm trying to lean far enough forward to where I get that hammy-glute separation that you probably can't really see very well with those shorts on, but that's okay. So I pretty much have my transitions down. It's just a matter of getting the placement and making sure I'm staying, tall and tight. And a lot of times my resting arm isn't where I want it to be. So just making those small changes here and there, making sure that I'm getting time on my heels and used to it. And working my transitions from different angles, not just coming out from the right side of the stage, but also coming out from the left side of the stage. Practicing those transitions, not just coming out doing, and with the NPC you'll have 10 seconds in prejudging for a front pose, a back pose, and a front pose again with one or both hands on your hips. Then you'll go off to the side or off the stage completely and then it's comparisons. So you'll either come from the left or right hand side of the stage for comparisons. So you have to practice both, which you'll see me kind of mess up because I'm so used to practicing from like the right hand side. Also, you'll practice when you do comparisons. You'll start off with your front pose. They'll ask you to turn to the back, and then also walk to the back, and then you'll stay, facing. Doing your back pose until they ask you to turn to the front, so you really have to listen to that, and then you'll stay there for your front pose until they ask you to come forward. So it's really not that complicated. If you just watch a show, you'll see, even here on YouTube, you don't necessarily have to go to one, but it is fun and motivating to actually go to the shows. I don't know, did they ever do that? I'm saying too much, so sorry, I apologize for that. So here I am trying to walk on stage from the other side, and I'm like, oh wait, what do I do? How do I get to my... So it's really important to practice those transitions, also just staying nice and tall. My midsection is my hardest area just because I'm so straight up and down.
really trying to make it look smaller and everything else look bigger. So anyways, hopefully I'll be doing more of this, maybe next time with my bikini. I definitely recommend posing in a bikini. I think a practice bikini is a good idea, so maybe I'll use my bikini that I used last time, just because the cut is a lot different than any of the clothes you'll wear. You'll feel better, you'll look better, all of that. Between the bikini, the lighting, the tan and everything, you'll look just 100 times better come show day. But anyways, I'm feeling good. And that's it for now. So I'll see you guys next video.